In the battle for the future of search, Google has made its move. It's called Gemini. More than just a chatbot, more than just an upgrade. Gemini is Google's ambitious answer to ChatGPT, to Bing AI, and to a future where search engines are no longer just lists of links, but intelligent companions that understand, reason, and act. Gemini isn't just a product, it's a shift, a signal that the old rules of web search are being rewritten. But what exactly is Gemini? Why does it matter? And how is it reshaping how billions of people interact with knowledge? Let's explore the rise of Gemini and what it tells us about the new era of AI-powered search. The search wars begin. For 2 decades, Google dominated search. Fast, accurate, and supported by the world's most powerful ad engine. Then came ChatGPT. Suddenly, people were typing questions into a box and getting full answers back. No blue links, no need to click, just solutions. Bing, powered by OpenAI, quickly integrated ChatGPT into its search engine. Microsoft called it the new Bing, an AI co-pilot for the internet. For the first time in years, Google felt the heat, and it responded, not with a tweak, but with a transformation. Enter Gemini. Gemini is Google DeepMind's flagship AI model. It's a large multimodal model, trained to process not just text, but images, code, audio, and video. It's the spiritual successor to Bard, Google's earlier chatbot, but with far more power. Gemini 1 launched in late 2023. Gemini 1.5 arrived in early 2024 with longer context windows, better reasoning, and smoother multimodal understanding. But Gemini isn't just about outperforming ChatGPT in benchmarks. It's about redefining what search is. Gen search that thinks. Traditional search is transactional. You type a keyword. Google returns links. But what if search could synthesize multiple sources, summarize documents, generate explanations, walk you through reasoning steps, write code, solve math, analyze images? That's what Gemini enables. It doesn't just find the answer, it builds it. If you search compare pros and cons of moving to Austin versus Denver, Gemini can pull live data, analyze housing trends, summarize Reddit threads, and present a conversational answer. It's not just searching, it's thinking. Multimodal power. Gemini isn't just smart with text. Show it a photo of your car's engine. It can tell you what's broken. Upload a chart. It can summarize the trends. Share a PDF contract. It can highlight key clauses and suggest edits. This multimodal capacity, processing text, images, audio, and code simultaneously, puts Gemini at the cutting edge of AI. It's not a chatbot that Googles. It's an AI that understands the internet like a human, and faster. DeepMind's legacy. Gemini is built by Google. DeepMind, the lab behind AlphaGo, AlphaFold, and some of the most advanced AI systems ever created. For years, DeepMind focused on scientific breakthroughs. With Gemini, it turns that capability toward everyday users. It's the first time DeepMind's research-level AI has been merged directly with Google Search. This isn't just rebranding, it's a reunification of AI and search under one mission: make knowledge truly accessible. Gemini vs. ChatGPT, the showdown. How does Gemini compare to OpenAI's GPT-4? It depends. Gemini 1.5 can handle longer context, up to 1 million tokens, compared to GPT-4 Turbo's 128K. Gemini is deeply integrated into Google's ecosystem: Gmail, Docs, Drive, Maps. GPT-4 has the edge in creativity, writing style, and code generation, at least for now. Gemini excels in tool use, real-time data access, and grounded responses from the web. In short, ChatGPT is the better writer. Gemini is the better researcher. One builds knowledge. One explains it beautifully. Both are powerful, but Gemini has Google's infrastructure behind it. Project Astra, real-time AI agents. At Google I/O 2024, Google unveiled Project Astra, Gemini's next evolution. Astra is a real-time AI agent, always on, multimodal, memory-enabled. Point your phone at a whiteboard. Astra explains it. Ask it to remember a conversation. It recalls it later. Share your surroundings. It responds with understanding. This is Gemini not just in the browser, but in the world. It's Google's vision of an AI assistant that's context-aware, persistent, and human-level in interaction. Why Gemini changes everything. Search is no longer about finding pages. It's about finding meaning. Gemini flips the paradigm from click to learn to converse to understand. It means students don't just look up answers, they get tutoring. It means professionals don't just find data, they get analysis. It means everyday users don't just search, they ask, they learn, they build. Gemini turns search into dialogue, concerns, and caution. Of course, Gemini raises new questions. Will it kill website traffic, hurt publishers, undermine journalism? How do we fact-check an AI that summarizes 10 sources into one answer? What about bias, hallucination, and overconfidence? Google says it's building Gemini with guardrails, fact-checking tools, link attribution, and user customization. But the shift is real. AI is no longer just a tool for search engines. It is the search engine, and Gemini may be the model that proves it. The bigger picture, Google's gamble. With Gemini, Google isn't just competing with ChatGPT, it's betting its future on AI-native products. From Gemini in Gmail, to Gemini Code Assist in Colab, to Gemini-powered Android features, AI is being woven into Google's entire ecosystem. Sundar Pichai calls it AI first, AI deeply. Gemini is the spearhead of that strategy. The stakes? Billions in ad revenue. Billions of daily searches, the architecture of the internet itself. Google has ruled search for 20 years. Gemini is its way of saying, we plan to rule what comes next. So what is Gemini? It's not a product. It's a new philosophy of search, a belief that AI can be more than an oracle. It can be a guide. Not just links, not just results, but understanding, synthesized and served in seconds. We used to search for answers. With Gemini, we talk to them. The business shift. Ads meet AI. One of the biggest questions surrounding Gemini is, what happens to Google's ads? Search ads generate the majority of Google's revenue. They rely on clicks, impressions, and user intent. If Gemini gives users the answers directly, what happens to the blue links? What happens to monetization? Google's answer: AI ads. With Gemini, sponsored content is woven into conversations. Recommendations are made contextually. Summaries can include sponsored sources, products and services. It's subtle, seamless, and powerful. But it also walks a fine line between helpfulness and manipulation. That's why Google is experimenting with transparency, showing sources, labeling AI-generated responses, and giving users tools to fact-check or explore deeper. Education, productivity, and everyday use. Gemini isn't just for search engines. In Google Docs, it can summarize documents, suggest rewrites, and even generate new content. In Gmail, it drafts replies, categorizes emails, and flags important threads. In Android, it powers your screen-aware interactions, offering help based on what's on your device. And in Google Classroom, Gemini is being piloted as a real-time tutor, helping students explain concepts, revise essays, and understand math. The future isn't just AI apps, it's AI everywhere. And Gemini is Google's way of stitching intelligence into the fabric of everyday life. The global stakes. Gemini isn't just a product battle, it's geopolitical. As the US, China, and Europe race to define AI leadership, Google's Gemini represents a key strategic asset. It's multilingual, culturally adaptive, deployable in low-resource environments. This makes it not just useful, but strategic. Governments are watching. Regulators are analyzing. Educators are debating. Because whoever controls AI search controls the world's information flow. What the experts say. AI researchers see Gemini as a leap, not just in performance, but in architecture. Jan LeCun noted its multimodal strengths. Demis Hassabis, CEO of DeepMind, calls it the most powerful synthesis of our research to date. Critics remain cautious. They worry that Gemini, like all large models, may still hallucinate, may still confuse fluency with truth, may still be misunderstood by users who trust it too much. But even they admit it's fast, fluent, and frighteningly capable. Where it's headed next. Google has hinted at Gemini 2.0 coming later this year. Expect even longer memory, better reasoning with fewer tokens, more interactive voice-based search, personalized AI agents with memory. Imagine asking your AI, "What did I say about Spain last week?" And it remembers. Or, "Show me the email I was too stressed to respond to yesterday." Gemini isn't aiming to replace Google search, it's aiming to become the new interface to the internet, and eventually, your digital life. In the end, Gemini is more than just an answer to ChatGPT. It's the beginning of a new era, where AI doesn't just index the web, it understands it, synthesizes it, and hands it to you, ready to act on. We used to ask Google for information. With Gemini, we ask for insight. That's not just a better search engine, it's a better relationship with knowledge itself.